Hello everyone. There are 4 main types of class of connective tissue. Connective tissue proper, cartilage, bone and blood. Now we will see connective tissue proper. So connective tissue proper has 2 subclasses. The one is loose connective tissue. Loose connective tissue contains fibroblasts, dense cells and fat cells. Possess relatively few fibers but most cells than dense connective tissue. So relatively few fibers than dense connective tissue, is well vascularized, flexible, not very resistant to stress, most abundant than dense connective tissue. It has 3 subdivisions. Loose connective tissue has also 3 divisions. It has 3 subdivisions. One is aerolar tissue, the other is adipose tissue, the other is reticular tissue. Function: they support and bind other tissues, holding body fluids, defending the body against infection, storing nutrients as fat. So the second type of connective tissue is known as, or connective tissue proper is known as dense connective tissue. It has 3 subdivisions. The one is regular connective tissue. Regular means fibers run in different planes, allowing this tissue to resist tensions from different directions. So this is, for instance, this is directions, and also this is different planes. So this is regular connective tissue, but irregular connective tissue. But regular connective tissue fibers usually run in the same direction, parallel to the direction of pull, like this, in the same direction. The other is elastic connective tissue. This is all as elastic connective tissue. This all are the subdivision of dense connective tissue. The other is cartilage. Cartilage is a firm but flexible tissue, consists of cells separated by abundant extracellular matrix, no nerve supply, as well as avascular. There is no blood supply. Cells of mature cartilage are called chondrocytes, which occur singly or in group within space called lacunae in the matrix. The surface of the cartilage is surrounded by membrane of dense regular connective tissue. Is called precondylium. This is for cartilage, but for bone we will say preosteum. For bone, chondrocytes are said to be osteocytes. Lacunae is similar for both. So the third type of connective tissue is known as bone tissue. Bone is a hard connective tissue in the body, and also it is rich in calcium and phosphorus. So mature bone producing cells are called osteoblasts. Osteoblasts changed into mature bone cells called osteocytes. That lie in the lacunae. By the way, osteoblasts are cells which changed or which capable of producing this type of cells, called osteocytes. So osteocytes are mature bone cells, already matured, because they are stacked by matrix. So this changed into this one, with 2 osteocytes. Function of bone tissue: support soft tissues like bone marrow, and other tissues, protect delicate structures, stores calcium and phosphorus, houses red and yellow bone marrow. It's very important function. The fourth type of tissue is blood. By the way, the only fluid connective tissue in the body is blood. It is the most atypical connective tissue because of this fluid. It has 4 elements. By the way, blood can be divided into 2: formed element and plasma. Formed element is contains cells and cell fragments. For instance, white blood cell, platelet, and red blood cell are considered to be formed elements. But the other is plasma. It's a liquid matrix. So plasma is the other part of the blood, function as transporting vehicle to transport oxygen and nutrients. The other is membrane. membrane is a combination of an epithelial layer